Roofman is a rather interesting premise of a movie because it's based on a true life event. This takes place back, I want to say, in the early 2000s. There was a man who was struggling for money. He had a family he wanted to provide for, so he would go and rob McDonald's by breaking into their roofs and then essentially robbing them blind when the workers open up in the morning. But he was compassionate and he kind of wasn't malice. He didn't want to hurt anybody. And after doing this a couple of times, he ended up getting caught and sent to prison. And he had a crazy sentence and he was afraid he wasn't going to get to see his kids grow up. So he ended up breaking out of jail. But that's when things get interesting because everyone's looking for him, and he just wants to find his friend to get a fake passport so he can flee the country. So it turns out his friend that he wants to get help from is out of town because he's going to be gone for a few months. So he has to lay low for a couple of months, and he does that at a Toys R Us. And he kind of builds this little home and nobody knows he's there. And then he sets up these cameras and kind of has a reality show watching all these people working there. And he kind of gets fixated on this one woman and he kind of fails for her when the boss is being rude to her. She's a single mom and one thing leads to another and he ends up leaving the Toys R Us and starting a relationship with this woman. And that's when things get a little tricky because, he's not going to be able to pull this off full time. And he does this for a while. And I don't want to spoil anything, but the movie's a little murky because it doesn't know if it wants to be a biopic, it doesn't know if it wants to be a comedy, it doesn't know if it wants to be a drama, it doesn't know if it wants to be a crime caper, and it's just all over the place. And I'll say Channing Tatum is killing it. He's lovable, he's likable, he's great. As his love interest, we have Kirsten Dunst, which she's great, and I'm like, why is she not in more things? Lakeith Stanfield plays his buddy, and Lakeith is always stellar. Peter Dinklage is playing this asshole who runs the Toys R Us, and he's kind of a dick. Then we have Juno Temple, Jimmy O Yang, Tony Ravioli, and all these great people giving pretty good performances. And it's just interesting. The movie drags a bit. It's 2 hours and 6 minutes. I feel like it could have been trimmed down to an hour and 45 maybe. And it's interesting because this guy's breaking out so he can kind of contact his family and whatnot, but he kind of loses sight of his family when he kind of integrates himself into Kristen Dunst's family. I don't know. The movie's a little sloppy. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. I was just kind of mixed on it. If you saw it, let me know how you felt about it in the comments down below. I will say it was nice to get this retro 90s vibe, to see Toys R Us thriving, to just see the world of the early 2000s because the world's changed a lot since. Overall, if you like this review, why not hit like and subscribe because I'm putting out daily videos right here on this platform. And if you happen to like pop culture podcasts, why not check out mine? It's called Movie Toast, news and reviews, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you, and please stay toasty.